present her poem.
The poem is called Runaway, written and recited by me. And the poem was inspired by one of my tendencies and another poem that I had written.
What are the rhythm, rhyme scheme, refrains? There are challenges out there. So be present, catch hold of That was a clue.
Yeah, life doesn't frighten me at all.
Life doesn't frighten me at all. Yes.
How long does it take for you to write one of those?
It depends. If there's like, I know what to write, but this was the inspiration from one of my old songs. So it will take a long time. Scratch and start and put in motion.
Then write from one? Like you said, one of yours, or you write from one?
That poem was written like 2 years back and got that right now.
Any other question? Life doesn't frighten us at all. Maybe certain surprises will also come. So let's switch the participants.
We invite Neha to the stage to present her poem.
We have various fears, and one of the major fears that we all carry is fear of making mistake, which we run away from. So Neha is here to present her experience through a poem.
My poem's name is The Mistake I Made, and I had actually written this poem after I made a mistake and didn't have the courage to look at it or face it or resolve it. So, and I've written it as a spoken word poetry, like Simran said. So I'm just going to start with the mistake I made. I made a mistake. I fell, I cried. I wallowed in pain. I made a mistake. I made a mistake that I can't forget. A mistake that led to misery. I made a mistake that can't be accepted, that has no place to grow, that can't be acknowledged. I made a mistake that caused me more pain, that I can't acknowledge, that I can't let go of. I made a mistake that gets me angry, irritated, upset. I made a mistake. So, I made a mistake. I fell, I cried, I grew. I made a mistake which shows me perspective, which got me reflected, which made me see me. I made a mistake which has the place to grow, which can be accepted, which can be learned from. I made a mistake which allows me to discover new things about myself, which shows that I'm not perfect, which shows that I'm beautiful with my flaws. We would require a check with the sound system. I was ignored. So let's do something fun then. Anyone has any quick thoughts they'd like to share about this poem, about the other poem? Anything?
Poems sound like very authentic, like so that's something which is touching me today. The other thing that strikes me is how much of a safe place it is for y'all to be able to come here and express that. It is not very easy to say how it is that y'all are seeing. So this must be like a very safe place for y'all.
This actually is.
Then I'll introduce myself again. Hi, I'm reciting Runaway, written and recited by me, and it's a spoken word, hence has no meter scheme or rhyme scheme, and it goes like this. I wanted to run away, and I did. Miles and miles away to this dark, lonely cave. The cave was small and the air heavy with gloom. I had no room to think, I had no space to breathe. I felt suffocated in my own body. My body started to shake, it started to shiver as if I had a fever. I could barely stand on my own 2 feet, so I fell. I fell because I grew tired. I fell because I didn't know where to go. I fell because I was blinded by the murk of self-hate. So I put on a face, a mask, so that the world couldn't see the real me. The people I cared about told me that I had the sparkle within me to grow, to achieve anything, yet I chose nothing. Realization shot me like a gun. The experience was no fun. Now I knew I had to run back to the light and where I came from. Now I know I have the sparkles within me to grow, but how do I let myself grow? So I sprinkled a bit of empathy and cleaned out the sympathy to create the space where I can build my house, my own true house. My house now getting bricked with love, cemented with care, and painted with a bit of flair. Day in and out, my house gets better. It gets stronger with the new stories and experiences that gets added on. Thank you. I now call the MC on stage.
Well, by the look at your faces, we'll give you some.
Let it sink in.
I think we should change the name from Mission Child 1 and 3 to just Mission 1 and 3 because that's what I felt.
Yeah, very practical. Even our children had this point. They shared, why family, why children, why child one? Because there was an incident where one of our child saw a roadkill and her dog died. And that just took her back and she said, this is going to be my project. So I'll work on this. So,
Beautiful poem written by both of you. I think it just pricks you the right way to the right extent.
Thank you.
Very good.
Quick wow moments, anyone?
The whole of it was about.
Thanks, but still we would like to know your thoughts and views. There is an MCVN standing out to get your inputs. Okay, there are activities put up there. Remember at 11 o'clock we have stalls opening up. please do visit. And Human Library will start at 12. Please, there are 9 people coming from different streams of life. Make time and plan your day accordingly. So we will meet you after a quick reflective break.
Thank you.
Share all the poems that you write with.
They want to see very seamless
Hello everyone! Welcome back to the poetic story of Mission Child Vulnerability. For those of you who are new, welcome.
Mission Child Mission Child Vulnerability is by the children, for the children, where we walk a path of empowering through empathy.
And so we reach the third segment of our day today.
Which is, children thought actually, why don't we include you in our segments, and they wanted to write about you. So it's called With Parents to Love. Sorry, To Parents with Love. don't matter. Sharing stuff is not a bother. We won't understand unless you're rude to us. Why do you assume? Just ask us. Thank you. I would like to invite Vyomika and Eden to present their poem, Children You Say.
Children You Say, written by Vyomika.
Presented by Eden and Vyomika.
Children You Say, are you talking about children who go to school every day and are free to play?
Or the ones that drop out of school as their parents struggle to pay.
Children You Say,
Do you mean the ones that know their rights and do agree?
or the ones that have opinions but can't let their thoughts be free? Children You Say, are you talking about the ones who love to eat and have enough money to pay?
Or the ones that starve on streets and don't even get 3 meals a day?
Children You Say,
Do you mean the ones that live in a happy home
with family that
care?
or the ones that are unsafe on the roads and every day is a nightmare? Children You Say, are you talking about the ones that are treated equally, whether they're a girl or a boy?
Or the ones that are judged based on their identity and don't have their life to enjoy?
Children You Say,
Do you mean the ones that lead a happy life and are seen for who they are?
or the ones that are discriminated and now left with a scar? But there are a few things that all children have in common.
And that must not be forgotten.
All children can learn, whether from books and school.
Or helping their parents earn.
All children can play,
Whether with pretty little dolls
or just mud and clay. All children are vulnerable, whether you see them as weak and sensitive.
or open and trustable.
Thank you.
I'm sure enough takeaways. Yeah. So, quickly take your phone, open the Mindz.com, and the Mindz code is here. You can, it's a word cloud. You can put in what are the feelings, what that stayed with you. (81017219) Mindz.com. (81017219)
Write the words that come to mind. What is it called? 81? Let me see. 971 or something. It's the last one.
8171
Yeah, 8171.
07 7219 7219.
Okay, parents have started putting in.
Looks like it's adding up very nicely.
Should we say code 8101?
(81017219) Okay, thanks for that. You can keep adding whenever. So like this for the previous session, also we'll be sharing the Mindz code. You can fill it in there. Thanks for being lovely audience. So remember at 11 we have our stalls coming up, and 12 o'clock human library will be there. Prepare yourself for a long day. Yeah, so you can take a quick break. Activities are put in there. We would like to hear your detailed reflection. Our NCVNs will be standing out to collect your feedback. Please share it with them. Thank
And
you.
also, join us for the next and last final segment.
Where's the kid? Come in.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the poetic story of Childhood is full of learning, discovering and becoming oneself. And this journey is nothing short of an adventure. So are you guys ready to experience some adventures?
Yes.
Then we would like to call upon the preschoolers to present their poem, Machines Around Us. Machines to be created. A round of applause, please.
Created. Machines to be created, but technology team. I imagine a machine. I create a machine. Yes, I can make my own machine. My machine is a bouncing car, bounce up to the cloud and back. A bouncing machine. Mine can imagine a machine turn plants into big into trees. A planting machine. Imagine a machine, create a machine. Yes, I can make my own machine. Mine has fights with bad people. When you press a button, a taekwondo machine. Imagine a machine, create a machine. Yes, I can make my own machine. Mine is a smile machine that doesn't say the sound. But when I'm sad and smile. Imagine a machine, create a machine. Yes, I can make my own machine. Mine can float up in the air when people want to use me. A floating machine. Imagine a machine, create a machine. Happy missing. I wish you. Michael is happy and she Kaki Coo. A happy machine. I imagine a machine. I create a machine. Yes, I can make my own machine. Mine can go super fast, faster than a phone call machine. Imagine a machine, create a machine. Yes, I can make my own machine.
Machines at work.
A round of applause, please. Another one.
In this journey of being thinking creators, the choice lies in our hands.
And our D1s have been on a journey to make sure that they have been, it all depends basically on how you decide how much effort you put into one thing. And so our D1s present their own poem, How Many, How Much. A round of applause.
How many? How much? Buy, sell, silver, steel. How many slabs in an old screen door? Depends how loud you shut it. How many slabs in an old screen door? Depends how loud you shut it. How many slices in a bread? Depends how thin you cut it. How much dirt inside a day? Depends how good you live them. How much love inside a friend? Depends how much you give them. Inspired by this poem, we made our own poem that our friends are don't present. Thank you. How much learning in a day depends how much you listen. How many poems do you remember? Depends how much you focus. How many emotions do you feel? Depends on how much you feel them. How much love in a day? Depends how much you give. How much joy in a day? Depends how joyous you are. How much inspiration in a day? Depends how much you look for. How much cheer in a day? Depends how much good you are. Thank you.
Next, we have Adventures of a Frisbee, presented by Sanvi and Dia.
The frisbee, he got tired of sailing to and fro and to. He wondered what he might be able to do. So the next time they threw him, he turned there in the sky, left to right. He saw the sun shining bright. He tried to be an eyeglass, but no one could see through him. He felt mad. He was too thick. What's my purpose of doing this? I want to be something different. Well, don't lose your hopes and bet you search the whole globe. He tried to be a UFO, but everybody knew him. I'm sure I'll fit in somewhere, he said with utter confidence and hope. He tried to be a dinner plate, but he got cramped and quit. I am strong enough for every obstacle that comes in my way. He tried to be a hubcap, but the cars all moved too quick. Confused he was on what to do next, but pop ideas started to pop. He tried to be a record, but the spinning made him sick. He puked. Well, that's not gonna work. I can do this. I won't give up. If only I had clarity on what I am, I'm sure I have discovered myself. He tried to be a quarter, but he was too big to spend. Wait, I didn't need to change myself to have fun. I can just try my respect of being a frisbee once again. So he rolled home, quite glad to be a frisbee once again. The last but not the least poem is A Change by Abhinav.
Well, yeah, I'm Abhinav, and what inspired me to write this poem was I joined SM this year, and so let's just say I wasn't fitting as well as I thought I would, and so I think just to share that with all of you and how I was able to become a person, a valued person. I feel belonged over here now. And so, to just share that story with you, I've created a poem and I've used it as a metaphor. A little girl sits all alone, unidentified by anyone at all, just dwelling in her misery, waiting for that one call. As close as a fully locked door, nothing could be said more. But wait, reader, for this tale still doesn't end, at least not until the new trend. As the little girl steps out of her dingy home, judgments are poured on her like a heavy rain. People are people, she sobs. I shall sit at home eating bagels. And so before stepping out, she always knows what to expect. Like a hot day at the beach, so close to the glistening water. Yet it somehow bothers her. But how, do I wonder? For a beach has sand and activities that include your hands. Hold on. Not everyone are the same. What do you think? This is some sort of game? People are affected by many aspects of life. Judgments, culture, society and beliefs are just some that stab you like a knife. I feel like the girl has been through enough. No more judgments or mindsets that make her cry. She will be known for who she is. Do you think that will finally give her some peace? The little girl now crying all alone. No one to save her from her misery at home. She lay down hopeless on her dusty bed. Her intention was deeply misled. Hoping to be seen one day. Hoping to prove to herself that giving up isn't the only way. A change. Not a bad one, but definitely a change. As time flashed by, a change in mindset. She says, anyone can change. It's never too late. So if anyone is giving up, think again. For one's life is remembered even after death. With that, she left. A now strong, empowering girl. No, woman. A change maker and a learner. And with that, I can say that this tale has finally come to an end. Thank you.
Conclude our poetic fair. Thank you all for being a great audience throughout, and also spending your final quarter with Mission Child Vulnerability. Now, we would like you all to put in your thoughts and your feelings about this segment in the mental link. And the code is here. It's
45766329. I'll repeat it again. 45. Okay.
I want to
that screen? 4, 5, 7, 6.
Yeah. See? Here you can see the code.
That's a different code.
No, this is
a different code.
Okay, sorry. Old. Jessica, to the old one, the medical. Four.
You can add whatever comes to your mind of this segment. Any wow moments, feelings.
And of course, we'd like to take your detailed reflections. So Nancy is standing outside, and you can give her all your feedback and your reflections.
And also, there are a bunch of stalls waiting for you out there. The human library starts in another 40 minutes. So if you guys are still here, you have to be here for that. You guys will love it, I'm telling you. So we have a bunch of people who've come from abroad, from different streamlines, from where they've come. We have Hasiru Dala, we've tied up with them, and so they are.
And then here we've been Waste Pickers community. They help the Waste Pickers community is children, and we have tied up with them, and we help them raise fund, and we made educational videos for them. So they have also come and they have set up a stall, and you guys should be, could be visiting there. And we have the other missions as well.
Yeah, you can check out their stalls too. Thank you all for being such an amazing audience. Mom.
टाइमिंग रखना वापस जाने का कहीं तो इसी रूम में I'm staying very nearby. Outside, you know, railway pedal road, जो जाकू की तरफ जाता है. Sunny Central से if you have to go to Jaku, there is a office parallel to railway track. Just gateway के पीछे पड़ रहा है.
I'm not seeing that side because
जो Phoenix Mall में है, she's opposite.
You go. All of a sudden started looking now it's next.
Machines in my body by technology team. My machine brain helps me think of ideas, think of ideas, think of ideas. My machine brain helps me think of ideas all day long. My machine eyes helps me not to bump and die, not to bump and die, not to bump and die. My machine eyes helps me not to bump and die all day long. My machine ears helps me hear ideas, hear ideas, hear ideas. My machine ears help me hear ideas all day long. My machine mouth helps me share ideas, share ideas, share ideas. My machine mouth helps me share ideas all day long. My machine teeth helps me chew our food, chew our food, chew our food. My machine teeth help me chew our food all day long. My machine helps me pick up things, pick up things, pick up things. My machine helps me pick up things all day long. My machine bladder helps me remember to breathe, remember to breathe, remember to breathe. My machine bladder helps me remember to breathe all day long. My machine bladder helps me walk around, walk around, walk around. My machine bladder helps me walk around all day long. My machine body helps me feel all the emotions, feel all the emotions, feel all the emotions. My machine body helps me feel all the emotions all day long. Now that you've heard questions, are you ready for some riddles? Yes! I'm a simple machine, I can rotate. I have a bottle and a rotating top. You can find me under the tables on a bottle cap. What's my name? Can you figure it out?
Can you guys figure it out?
Any of you? Is it this?
You can raise your hands and say the answer.
Is it a soft skill?
Huh?
Let it be wrong, it's okay. We learn from our
Is it a
Don't touch this thing.
Yeah. I have a rotating top. Yes. You can find me under the tables. Yes.
No.
What sentence machine is there in the bottle cap?
Screw.
Yes.
Wrench.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Nail.
I'm a tiny cat. I sing, I call. Here is my cowboy, here are my keys. When you hear my news, sound loud. Pick me up and say hello.
It's a phone.
purple machine. I rule and spin. My tongue is my shape and I look tall. When the water's gushing, I am spinning. Just click the button and hear me wash.
Washing machine.
Who am I?
Washing machine.
Is it right?
Yes.
Well, that now we know that technology is one of the wonders of childhood, one of the major wonders.
But do we really know about the difficulties of our childhood?
Well, I think it is important to know because, I mean, wonders of childhood needs nurturing, but difficulties needs acceptance, acknowledgement, and empathizing. So I would like to call upon Rishika, Hasani, and Paridhi to present their poem, Difficulties of Childhood.
We got inspired by the poem Difficulties of Childhood. But it was when ma'am brought us this poem, The Difficulties of Childhood. We wanted to present this poem to you guys because we also have these difficulties in childhood. So that's why. And let's get started. The Difficulties of Childhood by Vijaya Biswal. My 5-year-old niece has too many complaints from life. They're already teaching tables in math class. Her benchmate never returns her pencils. Game periods are short. Shoelaces are tough to tie. Her lunchbox is getting predictable. She can never reach the top shelves. Tooth fairies aren't trustworthy. It is difficult to catch a butterfly. She asks if life is hard only when you're a kid. Adults never cry. They have no reason to lie. I wish I could tell her the broken crayons can still color, but broken human beings only wait to die. That we haven't grown up, we have grown up. Thank you. These were the difficulties of childhood, but aren't there wonders of childhood too? So let's bring up Naivanya and Anahat on stage to present the difficulties, the wonders of childhood. Wonders of Childhood, written by Naivanya, presented by Naivanya and Anahat. Wonders of childhood, oh the wonders of childhood. Riding life with the wind in my hair. That speed, nothing compared to anything in the world. I think that adults will feel sick, regretting coming on the ride. They want to go home. They can't ride the rides anymore. Wonders of childhood, wonders of childhood. Licking the ice cream a great delight. Yum, feeling that chill in my mouth. Yum and delicious. Ice cream never fails to please me. I think that adults will start chatting, not even glancing at the ice cream. Quick, quick, I have places to be. Too much noise. Let the ice cream be. Wonders of childhood, wonders of childhood. Running and playing is so much fun. I don't want to stop running or playing. I'm feeling so good. Have I felt anything like this before? I think that adults will think it's too much exercise or start thinking it's a workout. They'll probably stop running or run even more. They'll probably complain about the heat. That is what I think. Wonders of childhood, wonders of childhood. Reading books, oh so focused, like an adventure in a different land. Flying on clouds, escaping a ferocious dragon. Meeting a prince, being a witch hostage. I think that adults will say, I don't have enough time. What's the point of reading books? I have too much work. Wonders of childhood, wonders of childhood. Watching TV is so interesting. Mom, 5 more minutes, please. I'm at the interesting bit. I think that adults will watch silently, probably intrigued, or watching it because it's just too interesting. They want to watch very, very silently, but us kids won't let them. Wonders of childhood, wonders of childhood. Gardening, that lovely smell in the air. What is it? These pretty every color flowers. Those delicious fruits. Oh, what's that about? No, don't eat it. I think that it does. We'll start watering very quickly. The phone is ringing. Pick it up, move on. No, don't dig up the soil. You're digging too deep. Wonders of childhood, wonders of childhood. Questions are running through my mind. How, what, where, why, when, who? So many questions, so many doubts. Wonders of childhood, creations with crafts, ideas, questions, what more? So let's get our paints, brushes and paper out. I'm ready to create more. That's why I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more wonders of childhood. And I'm off to explore. Thank you.
What an amazing performance by Naivanya and Anahat. Another round of applause, please. Well, do you still have any doubt that childhood is full of wonders and curiosity? No? You guys seem like you do.
Well, we would like to hear a few two wow moments from you guys. So, anybody has any wow moments?
I have
Yes.
Riddles.
Yeah. What did you like about the riddles?
The finding a machine and some tunes all day long with this machine body parts.
Nice. Good to know.
Okay, so he is talking about the devices used in the poem. So there are quizzes and activities put around. So take some time and whatever you got the devices, mark it there. Okay, there were a lot of devices used in all the forms. Whatever you could catch hold of, put it up on the wall. The activities are out there.
Well,
No, I was saying that I like the way that a wow moment was looking at our body as a machine and all the different machine parts we have. That was pretty.
Well, now that we know about the wonders of childhood, aren't there like sometimes when those wonders just get flicked off?
They are, and we don't even care about them.
Yeah. And do you know the journey children take to reignite them?
I'm sure they are very.
Well, to know more, join us in the next segment. My Emotions Talk to Me. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. And also, do note that there's a Menti link over here. We would like to know what emotions stayed with you during the performance.
So, you can on your phone, you can just search menti.com. You will get the thing, and there'll be a code put on. There is it, and you can put in the code, and please put on the emotions that stayed with you from this.
Also, for more other detailed reflections, please go outside and an MCBN is waiting for you. Vyomika will be there to assist you in writing your reflections there. And do visit the stalls, there are lots.
And the human library.
Thank you.
Take few seconds and put on your feelings that stayed with you. Menti.com. Code is up there.
It's Jessica Jones.
Oh.
No, later.
You can continue adding it and it will pop up here.
Those who are done can take a break and decide which segment to join next.
Or you can continue.
You can continue here.
Special.
No one feel like
In another 10 minutes.
Now.
Welcome to the poetic side of Mission Child Vulnerability. Mission Child Vulnerability is a mission that walks a path of empowering through empathy.
Well, we reach the second segment of our day, which is My Emotions Talk to Me. We all know that wonders of childhood is something unforgettable. And so, when we move on to the second segment, we talk about how children suddenly lose those wonders and what it takes to reignite them. And so, to share an own true story, we invite
Aryan to present his poem and he's afraid to name this poem.
Hi everyone. So
Aryan.
yes. So I had a fear in speaking in front of an audience, even if it seems big or as small as this. Like seeing all these gleaming faces at me just makes me like go down and fall, and I feel scared. But then I realize it's a fear, and I have to overcome. I will eventually do it. So I decided to write a poem about that. Here it goes. Poetic Fed is coming soon, and that means an audience. I really didn't know how to write a poem, and I didn't know what to do. And I fell under that big delusion that I could go beyond my fears, but I always held on to them, like a deer. So I tried creating these amazing lines like the shimmering ocean, the bright plethora of stars, the musical sound of the raindrops, but I decided against it because I thought it was overused and lame, and also others had already taken them. So then I decided, why not write about this fear I had, and why it was so dear. So I went seeking help. I got ideas and ideas, I got different answers, but nothing felt true to me. So I decided then to write about this fear I felt, and so I wrote. I realized that this fear was like a drama. It comes when the curtains of the play opens and goes when it closes. Will it ever go? As I searched more and more, I came to realize I am not my fear, not any emotion. I instead am that person who decides what I want to think and what I feel. I decide what I do, and I decide who I am. So why not decide something worthwhile, full of growth and joy? Thank you. So first of all, thanks for being such an amazing audience. I did stutter a lot, if you noticed. And like this, we go through.
You're awesome.
So like this, we go through many fears and challenges in life. And just for another true story, I call Hasini on the stage, who wrote a poem about a fear she felt and how she overcame it.
A Fear Overcome, written and recited by me. And what inspired me to write this poem is I recently overcame a fear a week ago, and it really gave me a shock of why I was really scared of it. My fear. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help me. It's something so scary. It keeps me scared, it keeps me closed. My fear. It's something more. It's different. It's something so spooky. It keeps me petrified. It keeps me shaky. My fear. It doesn't let me play. It doesn't let me sleep. It's something so leery. Keeps me petrified. It keeps me wary. My fear. Do you know how to solve me? Maybe stop watching for a while and watch yourself instead. Maybe stop reading for a while and read your emotions instead. Maybe a soft toys, and let's see what happens to you and me. My fear. It questions me. Do you know what you want? Do you want what you want? How can you get what you want? My fear. It gave me a thought. Do I know what I want? Do I want what I want? How can I get what I want? My fear. It gave me a thought again and again. Now, I accept it. Not fight it. I acknowledge it. I know what I'm going through. My fear. It's something gone. It lets me sleep. It lets me rest.
Thank you. And like this, how we have fears, we also have stuff that frighten us. So I would like to call upon stage Ishan, Tiana, and Naksh.
Life Doesn't Frighten Me by Maya Angelou. Shadows on the wall, noise down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghosts in a crowd. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
Mean old Mother Goose. Lions on the loose. They don't frighten me at all.
Dragons breathing flame, oh my count of pain. That doesn't frighten me at all. I go boom, make them shoo. I make fun, where they run. I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile, they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
Tough guys fight all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all. And don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams.
I got a magic chalk that I keep up in my sleeve. I can walk in the ocean floor and never have to breathe.
Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. And now I call up Simran to present her poem Runaway.
I'm reciting a poem called Runaway, written and recited by me. And the poem is a spoken word poetry and inspired by a tendency that I have and a poem that I had written before. It is, as it's a spoken word poetry, it has no rhyme scheme or meter. Here it goes. I wanted to run away, and I did, so that I could stay away from the pain that I felt. And I didn't want to come back because I didn't want it to be dealt. I wanted to run away, and I did, so far away that I couldn't see, feel, and just be myself. I wanted to run away, and I did, miles and miles away to this dark, lonely cave. The cave was small and the air heavy with gloom. I had no room to think, I had no space to breathe. I felt suffocated in my own body. My body started to shake, it started to shiver as if I had a fever. I could barely stand on my own 2 feet, so I fell. I fell because I grew tired. I fell because I didn't know where to go. I fell because I was blinded by the murk of self-hate. So I put on a face, a mask, so that the world couldn't see the real me. The people I cared about told me that I had the sparkle within me to glow, to achieve anything, yet I chose nothing. Realization shot me like a gun, the experience was no fun. Now I knew I had to run back to the light and where I came from. Now I know I have the sparkle within me to glow, but how do I let myself grow? So I sprinkled a bit of empathy and cleaned out the sympathy to create my space where I can build my house, my own true house. My house now getting bricked with love, cemented with care and painted with a bit of flair. Day in and out, my house gets better. It gets stronger with the new stories and experiences that gets added on. Thank you. I dealt with a situation of my own, and as how we are all different people here, we all deal with our situations differently. Now I invite Neha Naveen on stage with her poem, The Mistake I Made.
My poem's name is The Mistake I Made, and I wrote this poem after I made a mistake and I didn't have the courage to deal with it or look at it. And it's a spoken word poetry, like how Simran said, it has no rhyme scheme or any of those, or a meter. It starts with, I made a mistake. I fell, I cried, I wallowed in pain. I made a mistake. I made a mistake that I can't. I'll start again. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I fell, I cried, I wallowed in pain. I made a mistake. I blame myself, my friends, my family. I made a mistake that I can't forget. A mistake that led to more misery. I made a mistake that can't be accepted, that has no place to grow, that can't be forgiven. I made a mistake that I can't acknowledge, that caused me more pain, that I can't let go of. I made a mistake that gets me irritated, angry, upset. I made a mistake. So, I made a mistake. I fell, I cried, I grew. I made a mistake. It shows me different perspectives that got me reflecting, that made me see me. I made a mistake that has the place to grow, that can be forgiven, that can be learned from. I made a mistake which allows me to discover new things about myself, which shows that I am not perfect, which shows that I am beautiful with my flaws.
What wonderful performances were those?
I'm sure you guys have a lot of reflections.
And so we'll give you time to reflect. The Menti link has been sent. You guys can open your phones, go to Google and type in the link. The code is over here.
Menti link is not sent, it's menti.com. You can log on to menti.com and type in the code given there.
Yeah, and whatever emotions stayed with you throughout this performance, you can add it over there.
And of course, we would like to have your detailed reflections.
Curious.
So, an MC will be standing out and you can give her your, she'll be taking your reflections, so please do give them to her. And do experience the stalls and the human library. The stalls are one is from Hasridala and we have the other mission stalls put as well.
Happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we have the code again? It's 75431422. 75431422.
Okay, you guys can add these later for now. And this segment has officially come to an end. Thank you all for being such a great audience. And also, if you would like to join us for the next session, here's a little thing about that.
Well, the MCBians wanted to write something about you guys. So, the next segment is something about you guys.
Two parents with love. If you guys would like to come and watch with us, please do.
And before you go, we would like two parents, two of you. Do you have any wow moments to share from the? Yes.
So I think there's a lot of vulnerability on display, and in your vulnerability, we found a lot of ours. So I think there was a lot of adult awareness of our own vulnerability. It was fantastic. It was just brilliant.
Yes.
Of course, the fear and the overcome of the fear was very close and had tears in my eyes. The runaway is something that I think I do all the time. That got reflected, and thank you so much for writing that. It really touched the way I got away from things and get back to my space.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
Could see the pain through the poems, which we often just don't even see the childlike kind of going.
Okay, well, the others can go outside and add their reflections. Thank you so much for being with us here today again. Bye.
You guys can choose to go to another mission, or you can stay with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. everybody, I'm Advika.
And I'm Abhinav.
Welcome to the poetic story of Mission Child Vulnerability. Mission Child Vulnerability is a mission that walks through empowerment through empathy.
And so, we reach the third segment of our day today.
Which is, with no surprises, something about you guys.
Well, so when we started writing poems, we thought about what to write about, and mostly, guess what? It was about you guys. And so, we have a bunch of us who's going to present poems dedicated to you, and also to bring awareness to you guys. So, we introduce you to the third section, Two Parents with Love.
Abhinav, don't you think that when parents compare us even a little bit, we go off?
I mean, I don't know much about it, but I think we should just call Zohar and Mrityunjay to share more about how comparing affects us. A round of applause, please.
So we're going to be sharing a poem about how a minuscule comparison can also affect the children and how they might also end up comparing.
This is a humorous poem. Please take it with a pinch of salt.
Comparings, written by Mrityunjay and Zohar.
Okay. Don't watch Instagram and study like your neighbor Sham.
But two different people. He likes jam and I like ham.
Don't read comics that are useless and read textbooks like your cousin does.
We both are unlike. She wears a dress and loves chess.
Stop playing video games and very close that are lame.
All your criticizing is burning in my heart like a flame.
Just study and stop playing.
Negative stuff is all you're saying.
Why can't you clean your room like your cousin Varun?
I do clean my room well, and the pond of criticism is where I fell.
Can't you run fast like your dog, Buster?
He's a dog, and all your criticism has covered me like a fog.
Why can't you wake up early like your Aunt Wally?
You make dinner late, which causes me to sleep late, and which is something I hate.
Be more responsible like your Aunt Mabel.
I'm being responsible enough. Can you please stop saying negative stuff?
Why can't you take care of your brother like your neighbor Haider?
Her brother is more understanding, but my brother is more demanding. Why can't you cook like Mr. Ram?
What? Being thankful for not giving you junk which causes you harm.
Oh, so why don't you travel a lot like Mr. Patel?
What is the use? It's just a stupid tale.
Oh, so why don't you buy a bigger car so we can travel far like Mr. Dhar? You guys are good parents, but you can be a little more like Sharons. And next we have Don't Rithini, presented by Rithini, Sanvi, Malhar, Zohar and Abhinav.
We got inspired by the original poem Amanda, written by Robin Klein. We chose this poem because it shows how what the child goes through when it's constantly getting nagged and the different pathways they take. Hence, we extended the poem and created 3 different endings, and we also renamed the poem as Don't Rithini. Don't bite your nails, Rithini. Don't hurt your shoulders, Rithini. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Rithini.
There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully.
Don't play video games but study, Rithini. Can't even write neatly, Rithini. Oh, you can't even get a single song right.
As I walk through the sun, the bright red sun and the deep blue sea talk to each other through a mesmerizing breeze. touched on my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden. The freedom is sweet. Scenario 1. Predator prey.
Are you feeling lonely, Rithini?
Yeah.
Don't believe your parents, Rithini. I'll never scold you, Rithini. Give me all your pain, Rithini. Come to me whenever you want, Rithini. I'm always here, only for you, Rithini. Come a little closer, Rithini. What's the matter? I'm just loving you, Rithini. Shh, don't worry. I'll never abandon you, Rithini. Shh, don't tell anyone. This is our little secret.
I am lost in the middle of the sea. Nowhere to go, nothing to see. Is this what love is? Is this how love feels like? Then I don't want any. Just leave me alone and do whatever you want. The silence is golden. The freedom is sweet. Scenario 2. Frame influence.
What are you saying, Rithini? Is that all, Rithini? You should be my parents, Rithini. That's just how they are, Rithini. They never get it, Rithini. Why even bother, Rithini? Screw that. Let's go party, Rithini.
Just leave me alone and do whatever you want. The silence is golden. The freedom is sweet. Scenario 3. Self-empathy. I wish somebody could see me. I wish somebody could feel me. Does it have to be somebody else? Come at somebody. Be me. But do I have the courage to find me? Do I know what it means to be me? All this while I've told not to be me. Why do they care more about what others think than me? Why do they care more about what others think than me? Will they ever understand me? Will they ever see me as me? The path to find love can be scary. The path to find care can be rough. The path to find belonging can be lonely. The path to find self-acceptance can be frustrating. The time is right to dwell deep and explore the hidden parts within me. But I know that this is the path that is worth taking, as the tunnel may be dark, but it will lead to an enlightened me.
By Advita.
I was inspired to write this poem because I have noticed that a lot of parents assume different things about their children. And I tried to think that why do they do that? So I thought that they do that because, not they, you do that because, well, you don't have anything else to do, you don't know what to do. So maybe this is a suggestion. Assumptions by Africa. You assume passive joy is all we like, studying is not our type. We ain't responsible with gadgets, things we do are tragic. Why do you assume? Just ask us. You assume. We love the things we do, we don't understand topics too. All of our narratives are the same. Why do you assume? Just ask us. You assume we are careless and irresponsible. Changes in us will happen according to you. We can't learn from our mistakes. We can't learn from our mistakes. We can't manage ourselves. Why do you assume? Just ask us. You assume. Our choices don't matter. Sharing stuff is not a problem. We won't understand unless you're rude to us. Why do you assume? Just ask. Thank you. Now I would like to invite Vyomika and Eden to present and their poem, Children You Say, by Vyomika.
Children You Say, written by Vyomika.
Presented by Eden and Vyomika.
Children You Say, are you talking about children who go to school every day and are free to play?
Or the ones that drop out of school as their parents struggle to pay.
Children You Say,
Do you mean the ones that know their rights and do agree?
or the ones that have opinions but can't let their thoughts be free? Children You Say, do you mean the ones that love to eat and have enough money to pay?
Or the ones that starve on streets and don't even get 3 meals a day?
Children You Say,
Do you mean the ones that live in a happy home with family that care?
or the ones that are unsafe on the roads and every day is a nightmare? Children You Say, do you mean the ones that are treated equally whether they're a girl or a boy?
Or the ones that are judged based on their identity and don't have their life to enjoy?
Children You Say,
Do you mean the ones that lead a happy life and are seen for who they are?
or the ones that are discriminated and now left with a scar? But there are a few things that all children have in common.
And that must not be forgotten.
All children can learn, whether from books in school
or helping their parents earn.
All children can play,
whether with pretty little dolls
or just mud and clay. All children are vulnerable, whether you see them as weak and sensitive
or open and trustable.
Thank you.
And with that touching poem, our third segment comes to an end.
We would like to know the emotions that stay with you. So there's the Menti link. So you open your phone and you search up Menti and it will come up. You put in this code and please put in your emotions that stay with you.
For more reflections, we'd like you to go outside and share it with the amphibian waiting there to collect it. There are activities and games out there for you to play, and also a bunch of stalls there. So please do visit them.
And also in the amphitheater there is a human library. So please do check it out.
Well, Agrika, what about the fourth segment? What is that about, I wonder?
Oh, I think it's something about adventures.
Are you talking about like the journey children take to have, or is that an adventure itself?
I think you should come and see the fourth segment
to know more. Thank you. now that we are in the final segment of the day, Adventures of Becoming Me, we have a poem, an original poem which we extended, The Adventures of a Frisbee,
Presented by Dia and Sandri.
So, when Purva ma'am shared the original poem to MCV, she left us with one question. How does this connect to MCV? And so, our friends here are going to share that. Let's give a round of applause for them, please.
The frisbee, he got tired of sailing to and fro and to. He wondered what he might be able to do. So the next time they threw him, he turned there in the sky, left to right. He saw the sun shining bright. He tried to be an eyeglass, but no one could see through him. He felt mad. He was too thick. What's my purpose of doing this? I want to do something different. But don't lose your hopes and ready to search the whole globe. He tried to be a UFO, but everybody knew him. I'm sure I'll fit in somewhere, he said with utter confidence and hope. He tried to be a dinner plate, but he got cracked and quit. I am strong enough for every obstacle that comes in my way. He tried to be a pizza, but he got lost and baked and big. If only I could fit in, he said gloomily. He tried to be a hubcap, but the cars all moved too quick. If only I could discover what was meant to be. Mula tries. He tried to be a record, but the spinning made him sick. He puked. But that's not gonna work. I can do this. I won't give up. If only I had clarity on what I am, I'm sure to have discovered myself. He tried to be a quarter, but he was too big to spend. Wait, I don't need to change myself to have fun. I can just try to use perspective being a frisbee once again. So he rolled home, quite glad to be a frisbee once again. The last but not the least poem is A Change, presented by Abhinav.
Hello everyone. So I wrote this poem because I joined SM this year, and so I wasn't feeling that belonged and connected to it, and I was facing quite a lot of adversity. And so I think to just show that to you guys, to share this journey for me with you guys, I wanted to write this poem. And this isn't a metaphor. This is basically a metaphorical poem. A Change by Anand. A little girl sits all alone, unidentified by anyone at all, just dwelling in her misery, waiting for that one call. As close as a fully locked door, nothing could be said more. But wait, reader, for this tale still doesn't end, at least not until the new trend. As a little girl steps out of her dingy home, judgments are poured on her like a heavy rain. People are people, she sobs. I shall sit at home eating bagels. And so before stepping out, she always knows what to expect. Like a hot day at the beach, so close to the glistening water. Yet it somehow bothers her. But how do I wonder? For a beach has sand and activities that include your hands. Hold on. Not everyone are the same. What do you think? This is some sort of game? People are affected by many aspects of life. Judgments, culture, society and beliefs are just some that stab you like a knife. I feel like the girl has been through enough. No more judgments or mindsets that make her cry. She will be known for who she is. Do you think that will finally give her some peace? The little girl now crying all alone. No one to save her from her misery at home. She lay down hopeless on her dusty bed. Her intention was deeply misled. Hoping to be seen one day. Hoping to prove to herself that giving up isn't the only way. A change. Not a bad one, but a change. As time flies by, a change in mindset. She says, anyone can change their lives. It's never too late. So, anyone can change their lives. It's never too late. So if anyone is giving up, think again. For one's life is remembered even after death. With that, she left. A now strong, empowering girl. No, woman. A change maker and a learner. And with that, I can say that this tale has finally come to an end. Thank you.
And with that amazing poem, we conclude our segment. The whole event.
There's a reflection link over here. You guys can go to menti.com and put in your reflections. Only what stayed with you, like what emotions stayed with you.
And of course, we would love to have your reflections. So there is an amphibian standing right outside for you to take your detailed reflections. And thank you all for being such a great audience throughout.
And thank you for choosing to spend your final segment with Mission Child Vulnerability.
Missions. If whatever missions you feel connected to, you can sign up for that. You can be mentors to the children. Whatever avenues we are coming up, if you could help us with creating space for that, that would be really good. So sign up for the missions. You have got a good glimpse of whatever we are doing. So you have a clear-cut idea now. You can choose. Please make a choice.
And also do check out the stalls that are put down. There are other mission stalls, there are a few outside vendors, and there is one related to MCB, which is from Hasidala, an NGO that helps the waste pickers community. And there is a human library in the amphitheater. So do check.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Going to raise a child